and welcome to a new series I call The Daily 20s.
If you're new here, my name is Salome Gurion. I'm a 20-year-old college student, and this is a new series that is going to be story times of honestly just my life in my 20s. Mistakes I make, life lessons, anything really that just happens while I'm in my 20s. So today is the first episode, and it is about the first time I got pulled over. This was a couple of weeks ago.
To start off the episode, to drink today we have Gatorade because I need my electrolytes. It's the blue Gatorade to be exact. My favorite flavor? Grape. But I also love blue. Today's setting is my room, my sanctuary. So let's get into it, why don't we? So let me set the scene for you guys. I have never been pulled over in my entire life. I was particularly having a very rough day. I had just gotten off of work and I had just gotten my nails done like the day before or 2 days before, and my nail had chipped while I was at work, and I was so upset. And I was just having a bad day. It was honestly just like one of those days where you woke up on the wrong side of the bed and everything was just kind of not going my way. So I was heading to Walgreens to get white nail polish because I wanted to fix my nail. While I was on my way to Walgreens, I was just trying to relax, listen to Olivia Rodrigo's new album, and honestly just like have some me time. Until, as I was driving, a cop car pulled out of a roundabout and started following me. It was right behind me. And I was like, okay, lock in, focus up, make sure you're going the speed limit, which I normally do, but I just was extra cautious because he was right behind me. And he followed me all the way to this stoplight. So he was behind me for, I'd say about maybe 5-10 minutes. The light turns green and I go, his cop lights turn on. And I'm like, oh, maybe he just needs to get around me. So I pull over. Nope. I look and he's right behind me. I started freaking out. I was like, no way I'm being pulled over right now. I didn't even do anything. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I started freaking out. I was like, I don't know what to do. I genuinely was frozen. I was very shocked that he was pulling me over. So he comes into my window and I put down the window. And he told me who he was. Do I remember his name? No. I was genuinely trying so hard not to cry. He was like, I'm recording you on my body cam, just so you know, but I pulled you over today because your plates are expired. Did you have any idea? No! I'm so sorry, I had no idea. I genuinely did not know. Because in my head, I was thinking, oh, I'm just gonna get something in the mail. Your girl did not get something in the mail. Your girl did not get an email. Because I'd assume that I would, but I didn't. He was like, yeah, well, they're pretty sucky about that sometimes. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I had no idea. I really did not know what was going on. He was like, okay, well, I just need to see your license and registration. I was like, yeah, it's in my glove box. Can I grab it? Yep, go ahead. It's in my purse. Can I grab it? Yep, go ahead. He takes it. He leaves. Goes back to his car. I am holding in a legit breakdown. I texted my parents and I was like, oh, how could this have happened? My plates were expired for 5 months. How did I not know? I felt so stupid. I felt so dumb because I was like, why didn't I just look at my plates? I didn't think about it because I'd assume I'd get something in the mail. While he was in his car, I broke down. I started crying. I was like, started to tear up. Tears are running down my face. My face is beet red. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't. And he was a younger cop too. So when he got back and he saw that I had been crying, he just had this little on his face. Like, he was like, oh, she is telling the truth, which I was, by the way. And I even told him in the beginning, I was like, I've never been pulled over before, so I really don't know what I'm doing. So he was very nice. He was very nice. He comes back with my stuff. He gave me 2 warnings. Didn't have to pay a fine. So congrats for me. He said, go to the DMV. You might not get in there today because you don't have an appointment, but get it done as soon as possible because I don't want to see you get pulled over again. I was like, okay, thank you. Like, I'm literally like trying so hard not to cry. And he was like, do you need anything else? Do you have any questions? And I was like, no, I'm good. Like, he got back in his car and I sobbed. broke down, like hyperventilating. And I also didn't know who drives off first. Does the cop drive off first? Do I drive off first? But he left. He left first. My parents call me. I'm crying over the phone. I'm hyperventilating. I'm literally sobbing. Can't even talk. That's how hard I was crying. And I was like, this is the worst day ever. I don't know what's going on. Like, what the heck? So instead of going to get my nail polish, I just went home. Thankfully, my parents are the best, and they brought me home what I needed. But when I got home, I probably cried for about a half hour because the day was just that bad. That night, I ended up going online and renewing my plates, and so everything was fine. I fixed it. It was easy peasy. But the lesson learned here is don't rely on getting an email or getting something in the mail. Use your eyes, because I could have easily just looked at my plates. But you know what? I'm just a girl, and I'm literally 1 year into my 20s. So it's okay. I gotta cut myself some slack. But next time, I will not be getting pulled over. Hopefully there won't be a next time. Because that was so scary. The first time you're getting pulled over is scary. I had no idea how to act because I didn't know if he was going to be mean or rude. I didn't know if he was going to like yell at me. I had no idea what to expect. I've never really interacted with a cop on duty. You know, being a barista, a bunch of cops come in and I give them coffee. But on duty, an on-duty cop is very different from an off-duty one. I'm so glad he was nice. And I'm so glad that he was smart enough to read that I was an honest girl, because I don't know what I'm doing. This is your sign to check to make sure that your plates aren't expired, because I don't want you getting pulled over. And that concludes the episode 1 of the Daily 20s. I hope you enjoyed, and be on the lookout for episode 2, because who knows what might happen while I'm in my 20s. Bye!